What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Poolside Chat. My name is Todd, and I've got yet another amateur pool match to review with you. We're going to be getting into some USAPL 8-ball, playing Ernest. He's been on the channel before, and can't remember how that one went, but you know what? This one doesn't start out great. Just goes to show you got to get your mind right. So let's just dive right into it. All right, so like I said, we are playing Ernest, and I'll be honest, when I recorded this match, I forgot to take down our handicaps, so I was going off of memory. I was about a 553, give or take a point. Ernest was about a 550, give or take a point. I don't remember. Doesn't matter. We are going to lag, and guess what? You can't retouch the ball. That's not illegal. Ernest wins the flip or wins the lag, so he gets first break. But yeah, so this is a 58 to 57 race. Let's just call it even. Looks like we got a side break. Is he gonna? I think he's second ball breaks, if I remember correct. Yeah. Good spread, but if I'm seeing this right, it looks like it is open and right out of the gate. 6-ball's a little troublesome. Other than that, you've got the 2 to get the 4 open right now. Ooh, a little leg kick going on the other table. I don't know what that was about. If you're going to go solids, yeah, you got the 13 you got to contend with. You got to get the 14 open. So just by a very narrow margin, I think I like solids better. I think probably because it's got a little better start. Like, you could go ahead and cut the 10 to get the 13 open. Why would you do that when you can just try to power draw and get the 4 open now? Cheat a little on the right side of the pocket, rip into it, and leave yourself hooked. Strongly recommend this start, guys. So we're just going to play a little ticky-tack safe. Way overhit it. But hey. This is amateur pool. This is what you get. You get what you get. But I am solids. 4-ball is mostly open. Gonna be real open because I'm willing to bet he's gonna go ahead and take that 13 now. He could possibly split the purples and go for the 11 into this low left pocket, possibly. But no. So like I said, Ernest has been on the channel before, and you know, he's a very nice guy, but he's a Broncos fan. So I'm just, you know, Broncos? Chiefs, baby. Chiefs. Oh, starting out with a bank. Pretty good one at that. Pulled back just a little bit. If I can see the 5, I could probably go ahead and get that 6 open now. Oh, you got to make it. Of course, I'm in the middle of recording. Nose wants to sneeze. So, missed the ball, hit it too thick, worried about the breakout. Doesn't matter when you didn't get either objective. But in doing so, moved his 15 open. If the 13 goes all the way up to the top right, I would be taking the 13. If it doesn't, I would at least be considering slow rolling it into the side. But he's going to take the 11. Got a little thin. And boy, did he leave me a whole lot of nothing. So which way do you want to go, guys? Let's look at this. Do you take the 3 to this bottom left or the top left? Both of them, you've got an option of breaking something open. Both, you're probably going to have to use a little bit of draw. You know what you do not want to do, though? You don't want to do that. That's just a friendly tip. I don't recommend starting out the gate with only 2 balls down, giving the rack to the opponent. You don't want to do that. It's strongly ill-advised. So, as most of my regular viewers know, I'm probably going to be a little bit mad over there as I rip the template off the table. I'm going to be a little upset. I'm going to be kind of mad at myself on the way that transpired. So, we got to calm down, get a good few strokes in, get back in the game. I don't know where I'm going, but I think I'm either grabbing something or looks like I might be talking to my teammates. I don't remember. This match was got to be at least a month ago at this point. Maybe 3 weeks. It's been a hot minute. I don't remember the details. So anywho, all right, let's get into this. Open table. You got a little bit of trouble on both sides. I can't tell if the 1 ball comes to this side. Otherwise, you're going to have to break open the 7 anyway, which you've got the 2. You're going to have to move the 14 to get the 4 open. I don't know if I really like solids as they sit. Like, I think stripes are the better option. Now, the biggest problem with stripes is you got the 15 right there by its cousin there, the 7. And he actually left me the perfect thin cut on the 14 that's going to naturally just roll up and hit that 15, open it up anywho. So definitely like stripes now. So yeah, this is basically just a center ball hit. Maybe a slight twist of what would that be, right English? Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Not a gimme shot. Paper thin is what it is. And, things didn't quite open up. He can go solid or go stripes here, but he's going to try to have to get that 12 open now, which is really tough because that 14 looks real deep. So hitting a thin to try to get that ball to split that 7-12. He says, let's leave that. We're going to go for the 15 in the side. Little love rub on the 10. Good shot. Very good shot. Unfortunately, didn't leave himself a lot unless he can play the combo carom. Like, do you have the right angle on that 10 ball to get it off the 1 and get it in the side? And that's what he's looking at there. How far away from the point was that 1 ball to know how does it need to carom to get that off? Which then, if that's the case, how do you have to hit the 13 to get the 10 to go the way you want? It's just one thing after another. If it doesn't go, he sure didn't leave himself anything good. I think he's trying to back cut the 9. If you guys have been watching, I talk a lot about just stepping aside and looking at your angle. But he trusted his judgment. Don't get me wrong, he's a very good shot. But how many times do you see people miss a shot like that just because they didn't step aside to visualize that exact point to know where to cut it? But anyway, he went ahead and took stripes. So now I've got to play the solids. I think he did nudge the 1 at least enough so the 1 goes, which thank you for that. Oh, just a bit off. Just a bit off. Not a terrible leave. So the tables we're playing on in my local pool, these are up against the front glass. So right behind well, right where the camera is, I guess you'd say, are a bunch of the circular high top tables, with just like one chair on each side lining the glass. And these tables are just a hair close. Like, I wish we had at least 6 inches, if not a foot more gap. That would be nice. But either way, because there are times like the way you have your cues lined up on the table, they don't get in the way, but they're just like they're like right there. But anyway, so I'm not sure if I was playing the safe or if I was actually trying to make the 4. Could have been a 2-way, even though for me, I hate 2-ways. 2-ways to me make it seem like that was a good shot. For me, everybody sees it different. Everybody's got their own mindset. For me, as soon as I think, all right, I'm going to make this ball, but if I miss, what's going to happen? As soon as I think that I'm missing the ball, then I might as well just be playing it safe at that point, because the likelihood of me making it is less than 20%. It's no different than the people that are like, oh, I don't want to scratch on this shot, and then they scratch in a different pocket. Well, you keep saying scratch in your mind, like, even if you're saying I don't want to scratch, you're gonna find a way. Subconsciously, you're gonna find a way. It happens way too much in this game to believe any other way, and that was a great shot. Maybe need to be a little bit harder just to give himself a little more look. This is USAPL, so he could jump at the 11. I don't like comboing because I think that's a pretty thin shot by the 8 to the side, or you're going thin shot all the way to the corner, going around the 11. Like, this is a tricky one here. Not quite. But in doing so, now I have some troubles. What am I going to do with the 1 ball? Which, oh man, actually, if you want to play safe here, just slow roll the 3 in the side. And by that, I mean punch it. Slow roll it, get the cue ball on the rail, do a combo 1-9, because the way his 12 is on the back side of the pocket, plus the 11 was away from that pocket, that would have been a good little leave to basically say you don't have a shot. Or he's going to have to manufacture one, which is one and the same. All right. Yeah, so the real question here is, how do you get the 12 open? He can easily just kind of a stun shot off the 11, go towards the 1, leave himself the 9. But then what? What is the plan at that point? Your finger hit the 6. Be glad this is an ultimate. It'd be ball in hand for me. Is he trying to draw into this? Looks like he's putting a little stank on it. Yeah, I like the thought, just didn't get the reward, because now he's kind of over a ball. He's going to have to get real funky. Like, he can go straight top and send this thing send the cue ball 3 rails around, try to get a breakout. But with the 4 and the 7 right there, what are you honestly going to leave yourself? Oh, look at this. Look at this. Nudge it. Nudge it. Man, you could say whatever you want. That shot was ridiculous. That was absolutely ridiculous. I think he had to hit that with some top right. That was an amazing shot. Well done, Ernest. So I am completely open after this. So this is 100% a make it and win, miss it and lose rack kind of thing. So bravo, my friend. Well done. It's not looking good. It is not looking good for me. I think I'm out of my headspace from rack one's shenanigans. Shenanigans, excuse me. But, you know, the game ain't over. He's not even halfway home. I've got plenty of time. I just got to have a couple real big wins like he just had. You know, 14-2, 14-1. Those are huge wins. I need them myself, but he can't get it. Don't get to the table. So let's see what Ernest gives me here. Looks like he made one solid, but it is still open in USAPL. Thank you for not being APA with the take what you make. Dumbest rule. You know, I've heard people say, well, that benefits high handicaps because then they have the option to get out. Yeah, but you give a skill level 3 or a 2 and they make one ball and they can't see any of those, it helps them just the same to at least have another shot. And let's be honest, how many times in leagues is your 6 or 7 playing a 2 or a 3? At least in my area, very, very rarely. Like, so rare. That was a good shot. Nudged the 11 to open up the 7. I think the 6 still goes. All right, Charmaine, you should have took another step forward, but oops. I should have just took a step forward, lean over a little bit more. Don't bridge so long. Something I am working on, guys. I promise you I'm working on it, 'cause you guys know, like this bridge right there, that's how I used to queue everything. I was off the rail if you were on 6 diamonds away. It was stupid. So I am working on it. I'm mentally telling myself there are times I'll get down, start stroking and be like, and then like get up and move forward. I'm working on it. I know my flaws. I see them. I see my flaws. I commentate. I joke about them all the time. You guys laugh with me. But I hope you guys learn from it too, though. I hope some of you guys look at yourself and go, man, remember when Todd said that bridge link was too long? Look what I'm doing. I don't know. Hope it's not just pattern play and concepts that you guys learn from. Anyway. So what did he really leave himself? I mean, that's a real thin cut on the 11, real thin cut on the 14 that you're stretched. You got to take the 13 with, like, I would be taking to this low right pocket up here, and then put draw on it to try to miss that 3 ball, bring it back somewhat towards that 8, just so that way you have the option, the 11 or the 10, and start getting out. Instead, he goes top right. Still okay, but because you've got the 11, but you're long. Not to mention, I think he's got a little angle. The cue ball's going to run into the 6 ball, so if you stop it, you're on the wrong side of the tangent line for the 10. Like, you could end up nudging the 15 towards the rail. A lot of bad things can happen with this layout. And that is one thing that you see in commentary or in hindsight from watching these videos. You don't see that a lot on the table because you're down in the weeds, we'll say. So let's go ahead and slow roll that 3 ball. If the 4 goes by, you got to take the 4. And it does. Ooh, if I can still see the 5, that'd be ideal. Because you've got a bigger margin of leave for the 6. Ah, that was pretty. So now you've got a couple options. You can draw back towards the 15 just a little bit, try to get the 8 in this low left. You can roll forward and take the 8 to either one of the top, the right corners. Yeah, I tried to hold it a little bit better, but it's a spot shot, so just going to roll it. a little under the spot, so we're good. Guys, that was a 14-3. All right, and I win the break. Well, I mean, it's my break after the alternate break, but you know, it is my break. The one thing with playing Ultimate Pool, there is a specific pattern you have to rack the balls in terms of which are solids, which are stripes. And so I've completely changed because of that. I'm just saying whatever, all 8-ball racks I play, that whether I'm racking for myself or opponent in APA, I just rack all the balls the way that Ultimate does, so I don't ever question. It's just muscle memory. So to watch an old match like this where they are not that way, it kind of felt weird to me. I'm like, why am I? That was my old way of racking. So unfortunately, not a terrible spread. Absolutely terrible cue ball placement. Yeah, I mean, I definitely want stripes, but I mean, that's literally the only ball I can even see. And it went. Okay. 15 is a little thin from this angle. If you can see the 13 would be fantastic. I don't think I can, so I'm going to go and take the 9. So that was a good shot. What I ended up doing there, oh, and I overrolled it. Oh, I overrolled it. So if you guys understand the tangent line, if you understand the way the ball will, oh, I tried to roll it up behind the 10. If you understand the tangent line, you know, a cue ball naturally wants to come off at 90 degrees. When you use top or a smooth rolling ball, that 90 degrees only happens for a fraction of a space before it's already rolling forward. Well, when you hit it hard with top, so he made the ball, got the point, but I get a shoot. But anyway, yeah, so when you hit the ball with force, that gives more time for the ball to slide off that 90-degree angle and before the top takes off. So instead of rolling, because like that 9-ball I shot should have hit the 9-ball, should have or the would have made the 9-ball, cue ball would have rolled, hit the 8, but because I punched it, it hit, slid over, and then the top took off and rolled it around the 8. So I completely bypassed crashing into it. Hope that makes sense. Okay. So basically, by proxy, it's just leaving myself a power draw. My bridge is too long. Ah, goodness. Look at this. My God, that was beautiful. I am in stroke now. I am mad. I am still frustrated with that first rack, and it's now gone from grr to I got to win. Let's go. 31-33. We are close. We're basically even on a basically even rack. I'll take it. That was way too long of a bridge, but that was a good stroke. That's a good stroke. Don't forget to subscribe, as the graphic says. Truly does help. I appreciate it. Oh, that is a clump. I don't like that. 2 solids, 2 stripes. Not in the best of places. I think I like solids just because the 2 ball is gonna be a better breakout ball. So if you can hit this 3, pull back out, just it's going. Yeah, yep. No, that ain't it. That ain't it. Because now you're way too thin. Unless you're gonna like Z back at it, that ain't it. You want to, if you're gonna hit it that way, you need to put some top and then the left spin to bring it out towards the table, just to give you a little bit of an angle that you could then draw off the 2 and rip into the clump. So instead, oh, point saved me. So you're saying there's a chance. Now he's on the wrong side of the 2. You don't want to shoot that. Gonna wait for Josh to shoot. There we go. What can I do? What can I do? What is the option? That is the question. So I got to figure out how to get the 9 open as well as the 11-15. Give my cue a little tap. Got a good angle on the 14. Natural center ball. Okay. Recalculating. We're trying to bank the 12. Playing a safety. Get it out there. Put him back behind there because the 2 doesn't have a home. Way too much traffic. Really wild shot. He could hit the 2, hit this right head rail, and then, end up back cutting the 1. God, how hard is that? Not to mention, he needs that 2 to kind of open up the 8 ball because that 9 is hooking him. So it's a good save. Definitely did him dirty. So it didn't even register. If you guys might recognize some of the people walking around in the background, over here on the right side, that is my Monday night teammate, Alicia. She plays on a different USAPL team on Tuesdays, and so now she is playing my teammate, Erica, in USAPL on that other table. So that's why I kept looking at it like, wait a minute, took me a second. Does a 2 go to the top right? Oh, he's playing safe. Nasty. That's nasty, man. Burying my 11, basically telling me I have to figure something out. So if I can see the edge, I don't know if I can see enough of the 10. I need to just carry him off the 15, pot his 1. Oh, I kid did off the 10. Yeah, take that, Ernest. Now what? Took away your duck. This is what I like to call a chess match, and I love it. Absolutely love this. I mean, everybody loves to break and run. Everybody wants a good run out. Those are fun. They're satisfying. I completely agree. But man, there's something about a little chess match, a battle of the minds, a battle of the wits. Who can figure out the run? And then to win that, oh, that's a good feeling. Especially when you have a long rack that can take 10, 15 minutes for one rack. Oh, God, Todd, what are you doing? You have one rack that can take forever, and then to lose it, man, that can be demoralizing in a lot of ways, really mess up somebody's mental game. And you know what? I'm sorry, but that's the game. That is the point of competition. I did speed some of this up because there's a few times I probably should have earlier, but Ernest, he's not a slow player, but he's really methodical. He really analyzes, really thinks about things. So he takes his time. Can he see the 2? If you can see the 2, that'd be great, but I don't think he can. I don't really know what he's doing here, so we're gonna find out. I don't hate that. He must have watched enough of my videos say Todd hates combos, and he's leaving me a 10-15 all the way down. Plus, he moved everything where yes, the 11 goes, but that 6-2 is looks pretty wired from here. All right. I might need to refresh my memory, but I think it was Dumb Ref. One of my viewers, always viewing my channel or watching my videos, always commenting. I appreciate you, brother. Always have. Been here since like day 2, I'm pretty sure, maybe even day 1. And he commented the other day, like, you don't give yourself enough credit for combos. And you know what, man? You know what, Dumb Ref? You're right, my friend. I don't think I do, because I just made one. Wasn't a gimme. Kind of long. Could have been ugly. But I made it. That was for you. All right. Left myself a good little run. So I'm taking the 13 as a stop shot, just so that way I've got a good angle on the 12. So like you just hit this center pocket, straight top English. Cue ball's going to miss by a quarter, maybe half diamond, and just, actually it would have been in a full diamond, but that naturally rolls you towards the 8. Too many people would run that the other way, make the 12 to the corner, then they're leaving themselves the 13 long, and then you're having to come all the way back down. Don't do all that. Just take a second, think about the pattern, think of how things need to lay out, less cue ball movement, and don't forget to like the video. And don't forget to kick the cue ball quarter mile down the road. Come on, man. Put a little bit too much oomph in it. Did not want to do that. I don't think I heard it from anyone, but ever since I started playing pool, you just think of how nasty and dirty the floors are. Like, how often do your pool halls really move their tables to fully vacuum under the tables and all that? So when you kick a cue ball off and they roll into the corner, pick up that cue ball, wipe it on your shirt, just get all the dust off of it, because that dust is going to end up on the table. Don't be that person, man. Don't do it. Just wipe it off. Your shirt cleans. Who cares? Just give a little wipe off. Here's your ball. Don't know where I learned it. Don't know where I thought of it, but I feel like I've always done it. Okay. Sure put a lot of power into that. So what's his plan for the 5? Like everything else, speeding up, taking his time again. Here's the thing. He just ran 2 balls before having a plan. And I get sometimes things got out of whack. You have to recalibrate yourself, kind of come up with a new plan. But what was his plan to start with for the 5? Because when you got ball in hand, you got to come up with something. And I promise you, this ain't it. So what was the real plan here? I don't know. Like, I think he can still bank it to the top middle. You're gonna have to send it with some top, put the 10, push the 5, or excuse me, the 15. That way it opens up the 5, and just hope for the best. Hope for a leave that you can do. Yep, see, he went straight up and down with it. Actually, almost like just saying cost safe and stop shot the 9. But this is Todd we are talking about, ladies and gentlemen. And Todd is typically all out offensive, especially when I was down by way more than I want to admit. And now I'm up by 6. I don't know the points, but I know that I'm back in the match. I know it's starting to go my way. So, yeah, it's all out offensive. So going 12 ball, should be straight top. Yep. Didn't leave myself great, did I? Shot that without a plan. I'd actually be okay with just skin the 11, put the cue ball behind the 5. Looks like I've got just the right angle. You just got to be real soft with it. Get the cue ball to just touch the rail. I mean, don't get me wrong, the reverse bank naturally is going to hit the 15 open, but you have to make that 10 ball, or 11 ball, excuse me. Instead, I'm going for the 10 into this low right. Okay. Things still aren't better. Again, unless you're going to try the bank, you can always play it safe, Todd. I think I'm just worried that I might nudge it and end up leaving them open, because that is a touch shot. We're all amateurs here, guys. We are not the Josh Fillers of the world. But instead, I missed and left options. You cut the 5 in, let the cue ball kind of go 2 rows, end up mid-table, 2 to the top left. Cue ball comes 2 rails around for an 8 in the top right. Just got this shot right here is your key ball. Oh, we hit too thick. Oh, we hit real thick. All right, so where'd we leave it? Ooh, like I can shoot this with high right, try to get it into middle of the table, but that ain't it. Tell you right now, that was not the shot I wanted. Separate my balls, just try to leave him a tricky shot, because you don't want to try to shoot this to the low right. That could play in your head with the 11. So he's got to shoot it up to the top right. 8's nowhere near the mix, but this is not a gimme shot. If he makes it, should have pretty good shape on the 2. Ooh, he sent that thing long too. Sent that way longer than I probably would have. I would have done that more of a punch shot and just try to roll up towards the side pocket. Okay, just come around. Don't get behind the 8, please. Don't get behind the 8. Pretty good. Okay. If my math is correct, this should put me on the win. I didn't give myself the graphic for on the hill, or if I did, I was too busy yapping, didn't quite see it. But, oh, thanks for watching. Oh, man. Oh, man. There we go. 59-40 after starting out 28-3 down. That's pretty good. That is not how you start with an early 8, but it is absolutely how you want to finish. Whew. Good shooting. Good game. I enjoyed this one. Ernest, I hope you learned something from this. Hope you get to watch it. But for all of everyone else, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I know some of you guys did. You're going to comment down below. Don't forget to also like and subscribe. Share this out. I really am trying to grow this channel, and growth has been really slow this year. So anything you guys can do, I would greatly appreciate it. And also, if you guys need some swag, you need some stickers, you need a patch to put on your case, shoot me a message. Drop me a message on Facebook, through Messenger under Poolside Chat. Let me know. Give me your name, your address. I will get some stuff out to you. If you're in America, that is. Other people, we'll talk. Let me know. We'll talk. I'll get some international stuff out there. But as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.